Hello, 6th grade math students. Welcome to chapter 14.2, which is all about median. Median is another measure of central tendency. It's the middle value when the number of items in the data set is odd, and it's the mean of the two middle values when the number of the items of a data set is even. In other words, a simplified way to explain the median is that it's the middle of your data set. Let's move on to figuring out how to calculate that. Let's imagine that Barbara drew 3 number cards from a box, and she wants to know the middle value. This would be called the median. The first thing to do is to arrange Barbara's cards from the least to the greatest. Barbara drew a 5, a 12, and a 16. When our data set is odd, we can easily and quickly identify the middle value or the median simply by looking. The number of values less than the median equals the number of values greater than the median. And in this case, since there are only 3, the middle one is the second number, 12. So the median of the 3 numbers is 12. Barbara picks another card. This time she picks a 19. So now we have 5, 12, 16, and 19. Well, since we have an even number, we can't simply inspect our collection to see which one is in the middle. When the data set has an even number of values, we have to find the 2 middle values. In this case, that would be 12 and 16. The median is the mean of these 2 values. So to find the median, we're going to take 12 plus 16 and divide by 2. Which gives us an answer of 28 divided by 2, or 14. So in this number set, the median is 14. Now try this on your own. In guided practice number 1, you're shown the weights of a group of students. Your first job is to order the weights from least to greatest, and then to find the median. Press pause while you work. When you're ready, come back for number 2. In problem number 2, this data set shows the volumes of water in fluid ounces in some containers. Find the median volume of water. Press pause while you work, then come back for number 3. In problem number 3, you're shown a data set that includes the ages of a group of people. Someone is 23, the next person is 36 years old, the next person is 28, followed by a 43-year-old, a 34-year-old, and a person who is 29. Please find the median age of this group of 6. Press pause, and there are 2 more guided practice after this. In problem number 4, you're given a data set that shows the lengths of tables that a company produces. You need to place these in order from shortest to longest table, and then find the median length. Press pause. When you're ready, come back for number 5. And here's your last guided practice problem for this part of the section. We have one more idea to learn after this. This data set shows the distances that a group of students ran during an exercise. They ran from 1/2 to 7/8 of a mile. What's the median distance? Press pause and come back when you're ready to move on to finding the median of a data set using a dot plot. Just as we did with mean, we're now going to learn to find the median of a data set using a dot plot. This dot plot shows the number of children in 7 families living in an apartment complex. Each dot represents 1 family. To find the median, we're going to count the dots to find the middle value. So there are 7 families altogether. So the middle would be the 4th dot, right? There will be 3 dots before it and 3 dots after it. So we're going to count to the 4th dot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Notice that the 4th and 5th dots, though, have the same value. So the order of the 4th and 5th dots doesn't really matter. We know the median is going to be 2. Let's show another example of this. This dot plot shows us the number of hours 8 children spend on exercise every week. Each dot represents one child. What's the median? Well, the first job we have is to find the middle number of hours. There are 8 number of children altogether, so dividing that into 2 equal groups gives us 4 and 4. So the 4th and 5th children are going to be the middle, right? So let's go ahead and count up. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's our first middle. 5. There's our second middle child. Okay? So we know if we have an even number, we have to find the mean of the 2 middle numbers to locate our median. So our 2 median values are 2 plus 3. We divide by 2 to get an answer of 2.5. So the median number of hours the children exercised was 2.5 hours. Here are your 2 guided practice problems for this idea. This dot plot shows the weights of a group of immature white-tailed deer fawn. Each dot represents a single fawn. What is the median weight of the fawns? In number 7, let's imagine that a new fawn joins. It weighs 101 pounds. Does that change the median of this data set? And if so, what is the median of the data set now? Press pause while you work. We're going to finish up by comparing means and medians to find out the similarities and differences. Now let's compare mean and median for the same data set. Mrs. Brown took a survey to find out the number of hours the students in her class spend in the public library over a 2-week time. Each dot represents one student. First of all, let's find the mean. So our mean is going to equal 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 15. That gives us a total of 28. How many students are there total? There are 8. So our median is going to be 28 divided by 8, or 3.5 hours. Now, let's find the median. So to find the median, we need to find the 4th and 5th students, because they're going to be our center, right, if there are 8 students total. So let's go ahead and count through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, 4 and 5 are the same number, so that means our median is 2. So which one of these 2 measures of central tendency, the mean or the median, is a better description of the data? Well, the mean is 3.5 hours. However, all but one student visited the library for less than 3.5 hours during the week, or the 2 weeks, excuse me. So in this case, the mean doesn't describe the data very well. This outlier, 15, really throws off our results. It makes it look like students are spending a lot longer in the library than they really are. The median, however, is 2 hours. This, I think, describes the data set better because most of the data is clustered right here around 2 hours. Let's try a practice problem like this on your own. Okay, folks, here's your last guided practice for 14.2. The lowest temperature in a town is recorded over a few days. This dot plot shows these temperature readings. Each dot represents a single temperature reading. In question number 8, please find the mean temperature. For 9, find the median. In number 10, what number of the temperature readings recorded are higher than the mean temperatures? And then finally, I'd like you to explain which of the 2 measures of central tendency, the mean or the median, is a better description of this data set. Be ready to justify your answer with a sentence or 2. All right, that does it for today, folks. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for your hard work, and we'll do more practice on medians when I see you in class.